Hi, and welcome to your 15-minute arms and abs. This one's going to be pretty spicy. It is short, it is considered a little snack workout, so feel free to stack it with another workout. So today we're going to be working on supersets and some core moves sandwiched in between. So each superset has two moves. We're going to perform that move for 30 seconds back to back with those two moves. 3 sets of both of those, and then we're going to sandwich in 1 minute of core work after each superset. I have 10 pounds and 5 pounds, just in case those 10s get a little bit heavy at the end of those supersets, but have something, around a medium kind of weight. And that's it. We're going to start with a really quick warm up. Feel free to warm up a little bit longer before this workout. Here we go. So meet me on your mat when you're ready. Shoulder rolls, just big exaggerated rolls. And then the opposite way, breathing all the way through. We're just waking up our shoulders. Take your arms wide. There we go. Crisscross in front. Plant your feet into the mat. Good. We're going to go and bring these arms into goalposts and go into torso twists, just like this. So that twist is happening from the torso. My hip points are still facing forward. We're just getting a little bit of twist happening in the core. Good. Just stay here, and we're going to push up and squeeze it back down. Push up and squeeze it back down. So today we're going to be working on shoulders, biceps, triceps, and then we have some core work in there as well with planks and a little bit of crunching, but I will give you a modification if you do not want to crunch today. There we go. Bring the arms down. We're just going to go into 3 walkouts. So to the back of your mat, forward fold, walk out into a plank, hold here just for a second, and then walk it back. Do that 2 more times. Really, really quick warm up here. It is a snack after all. That's it, that's it. Good, hold. Good, and then walk your arms back up. We are gonna grab our weights. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my 10s. We're gonna go into an Arnold press. So our palms are gonna face, my palms are gonna face my face right here. And then as we push up, my palms face out. And then the second move is called drive the car. So you're gonna take one weight. Oh, and my other weight is here. I was wondering where that other one went. There we go. We're going to take one weight, hold it forward, but this far from the body, arms are slightly bent, and we are just going to drive the car. Okay, I don't know who drives the car that way, but that's how we're going to do it, okay? So we're going to start in that Arnold press. We start with our shoulders, 30 seconds apiece, back to back. We go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So palms face me, and then I'm going to twist and push up. It is slow and it is controlled. When we are going overhead, I'm tucking the bum in, engaging my core. What happens is, if I don't engage my core and tuck the bum, I tend to go back, and then that's when we're going to start to feel it in our low back. Breathing in and out here. One more, one more. That's it, good. Drop one dumbbell right into drive the car. Let's go. So drive it. And again, it is controlled. I have a slight bend in my elbows. I'm holding the dumbbell away from my body, and it gets really spicy really fast. Good. Core is engaged. And when I say engaged, it's almost like someone's going to come and punch you in the stomach, okay? Awful, but it works. You're bracing for impact. 3, 2, 1, done. Good. 15-second rest in between. So just kind of shake out the shoulders, do a little arm flap. Good. We're going to go right back into Arnold press. We go in 3, we go in 2, and 1. Let's go. Palms face my face. Twist and press. My knees are slightly bent. I'm bracing through the core, and my whole foot is on the floor. Good. Press up, control it, bring it back down. So good. So spicy. I'm glad we're only doing 3 sets. 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop one weight. Let's go. Drive the car right away. Not sure if I'm going to be able to hold on to this 10 pounds for 30 seconds here. It is spicy, and I did arms yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a 5. So if you find that you cannot keep going with the same weight, instead of stopping and resting, because we're only working for 30 seconds, drop to a lower weight if you need to. Good. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, excellent, excellent job. Okay, that's why I always have my trusty 5s here. You never know when those shoulders are going to start burning beyond what you actually thought was going to happen. Okay, we have one more set, and then we're going to get into our first core movement. Let's go. Arnold Press last time. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ooh. So these snack workouts are meant to be there if you are very short on time, but you still want to get some movement in and work on building muscle. Or if you want to stack a couple workouts together, so stacking this with a cardio or something like a Tabata is going to be a really great idea. You could even pair this with a lower body. 3, 2, 1, done. I'm going to see how far I can get with 10 pounds. 3, 2, 1, drive the car. Oh my gosh. Good. So stacking these exercises are going to be really key to building muscle, especially when we're doing supersets. We don't always have time for a 45-minute workout or an hour workout, or sometimes even 30 minutes. So we're going to use the time we have, and we are going to work really hard. Good. 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Okay, let's push our weights out of the way. We are going to come into a plank march. So we're going to start in a high plank and go down to our forearms one at a time, switching sides each time. We are here for 1 minute. Whew, start in a high plank. Meet me there right now. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So it's a high plank. I'm going to pull up on my kneecap, squeeze my bum. Then I'm going to come down to forearm, forearm, up, and up. Switch sides. Forearm, forearm, up, and up. Good. My mat is covered in dog hair as usual. I only have one shedding dog. The other one is quite old. I have a 16-year-old dog and a 1-year-old dog. And my 16-year-old dog doesn't quite shed anymore. But the 1-year-old does, and his hair travels with me everywhere I go. Whew. Good. Stay with it. We have less than 20 seconds. You're fine. That's it. Push and down. Push up and down. Squeeze your bum. Pull up on your kneecaps. Push forward slightly on your toes. Good. Elbows going right under the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, first part done. Second part, we're going into biceps. Okay? These are your movements. You're going to go into a twisting curl. So palms face your thighs, and then they're going to face your shoulders, okay? That's a twisting curl. Second move, palms face out, and it is a wide hammer curl. That's it. You know when it's simple, it tends to get spicy, okay? 30 seconds apiece, no rest, we're going right away. 3, 2, 1, twisting curl. So palms face your thighs, twist up to face shoulders. Good. Whew. I debated putting my hair up. I decided not to because I'm like, I'm not gonna sweat too much, but I might prove myself wrong here. So these curls are slow, they are controlled. I'm not expecting a ton of reps out of 30 seconds. We're gonna move to those wide hammers in 3, 2, 1, go. Not a ton of moves here, okay? We don't wanna have momentum, just bring our arms down. We really want to focus in on control all the way up, and more importantly, control on the way down. That is where the muscles start to get taxed a little bit extra. Elbows are not resting on the side body, okay? And shoulders are down away from our ears. 3, 2, 1. Quick rest here, quick rest. Enough for a sip of water. Okay, right back into it. Twisting hammers, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Twist and into shoulders. That's it. Your core is still bracing. And one trick is your knees are a little bit bent, but I want you to imagine pulling the mat and almost like ripping it apart between your feet. And by doing that, you're automatically gonna turn on your glutes, right? You're also going to turn on your core automatically. 3, 2, 1, wide hammers. Let's go. Good. Challenging in a completely different way. Okay, something that I noticed that I was doing is in those hammers, I was kind of sticking my bum out because it's hard work. We want to take your bum and squeeze it in. Not a pelvic thrust, but just a squeeze of the butt as we are working. This helps to keep your core engaged and it keeps all the work in your biceps. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Good. Tiny rest. We're gonna go one more time and then into a new core move for 1 minute. All right, let's jump right in. 3, 2, 1, twisting curls. I'm staying with my 10s. I love to work shoulders and biceps the most. That's it, that's it. Good. That slow, controlled motion is really where we want to focus all of our attention right now. Biceps should feel like they are on fire, and every rep you really have to work for. 3, 2, 1, right into that wide hammer curl right here, and control it down. That is by far the hardest part. Think about holding your core steady, breathing all the way through. That's it, that's it. Good, squeezing your glutes. We are so close to being done. This is number 3. We are getting into core in 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Okay, we've got a core move. It is cannonballs, okay? There's a little bit of a crunch in this one. I'm gonna give you a modification if you are not crunching. So, cannonball, basically we are, a lot closer than I thought. We are sprawling out, holding it in, sprawling out, okay? If you don't want to crunch, I want you to leave your shoulders on the floor, and you're basically just going to do the same movement with the legs, okay? We go for 1 minute in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, so we are sprawled out and in, sprawl out and in. So while we're here, I want you to focus on pressing your core and your back into the mat. It shouldn't be forceful, it should still be neutral. But we want to try not to get our back to come up off the mat like this, because then we're going to start putting all of that work into our low back, and that's going to hurt like crazy. Maybe not right now, but later for sure. Keep going. We are way over that halfway mark. If you are just working the legs, arms down on the floor, extend, bring them back in. Extend, bring them back in. The lower you go with your legs to the floor, the harder this is. If you need to ease up a little bit, that's okay. Bring your legs a little bit higher. Excellent job. 3, 2, 1. Okay, there were some shakes on there. Okay, final circuit right here. We're gonna go into triceps, so the back of the arm. First movement, we're going to hinge a little bit, right? Elbows come up high, and we are going to kick back, okay? Second move, you're gonna grab 1 or 2 dumbbells, bring it overhead, biceps by your ears, and we are going to press up, okay? Those are your 2 movements. We go for 30 seconds apiece. In 3, 2, 1, let's kick it back. I'm gonna grab my 10s, kick back. Good, okay, let's talk about this form here. So knees are slightly bent, okay? I'm hinging by pushing my bum back, right? So it's almost like pushing my bum back to the wall behind me. And then my elbows are high, and I wanna kick them back as much as possible. Oftentimes when we're in this position, what happens is we bend our chin down. We wanna try to look about 3 feet in front of us. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 1 or 2 dumbbells overhead. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna go ahead and use 2. Push them together. Press up. Okay, press up. We are overhead with dumbbells. So we want to try to keep our core closed. Think about closing your ribs, right? So as we're here, ribs down towards your hips. Because if we open that all up, we get into the back. 3, 2, 1. Okay, lots to think about here, but we have 2 more sets to work through it. We're gonna zip through this because what always happens is I say it's a 15-minute workout and then it actually becomes 20. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hinge, elbows high, extend, extend. You may want to do these with 5s. If you can't get much higher than this, you want to go 5s, okay? There's no need to force ourselves into bad form to only injure ourselves just so we can use a heavier weight. Good form first, and then we can go heavy. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Overhead, right into it. Let's go. Overhead, press, press. Excellent. Trying to keep our arms closed, right? So my biceps are right by my ears, and I'm pressing up and extending just short of a full extension, okay? Elbows stay a little bit bent. Core is engaged, bum is squeezing. Good. Shoulders down away from your ears. So many cues. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time and then get into our final plank move. It's our core, final plank core move. There we go, that was hard to say. Here we go, kickbacks. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Press and in, press and back in. Good. Remembering to look in front of you just a little bit. Chin is nowhere near your chest, okay? We want to try to keep our spine nice and aligned here. Good. If you can have a little hold at the top of that kickback, even better. 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. We are going into those overheads last time. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. 30 seconds is not a lot of time to spend in an exercise. So if you're able to hold good form, go heavier. Challenge yourself on these supersets. We're putting 2 exercises together that are working the same muscle group, okay? And that's gonna try to bring us to exhaustion here. Good. We are so close to being in that final minute of core. 3, 2, 1. Good. You can put your weights just a little bit far away. We're all done with them. Here's your final core move. We're gonna come down to the mat in a nice high plank position again. You're gonna give me shoulder tap, hip, and hip. If a high plank doesn't feel good, and I should have said this during the first one too, you can hold a plank from the knees, okay? But what I don't wanna see is this, because that's not a plank. We're not challenging our core. Tuck your bum in, walk your knees back, and hands under shoulders. Then you can keep going all the way through this move, okay? We go in 3, in 2, and in 1. Here is our final minute of work, if my watch will allow me to. Okay, here we go. Shoulder tap, hip, hip. So a couple things to look out for here. We want to make sure that our hips are not opening every time we go for shoulder tap. So you can open up the feet a little bit, so it gives you a wider base. And if that's still not working, I want you to bring this plank to your knees, okay? Good, keep going. I can feel like we're close, but yes, we're about 20 seconds away. If you are getting tired and thinking about giving up, I want you to just keep going, okay? 1 tap at a time. You just figure, I can do this one. Okay, maybe I can do one more, and one more. And before you know it, we are at 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, that was arms and abs. Woo, we have a quick cool down. If you are in a rush, feel free to skip this, but I do want you to cool down at some point, okay? Let your heart rate come down, and also do a little stretch for the muscles. So into the shoulders, arm comes across, look over that shoulder that you're stretching, and bring it down away from your ear. This is where we start to catch our breath. You can do this standing or kneeling. It's up to you. Good, loosen that up, other side. Okay, a little bit sweatier than I had anticipated. So we're just gonna pull our fingertips here. Good, other side. Excellent, and then into tricep. So bring that arm down, close to the back, gentle pull on the tricep here. If you need a little bit more and wanna get into the side body, you can do a little tilt. Good, release, and other side. I would spend a little bit more time in each of these stretches or repeat them. They're easy to do wherever you are. Good. Excellent job, and I will see you next time.